It is a dehumanizing, sadistic religion that this Christianity is. It turns me cold.
What do you have against God?
First,
Why does he bug you?
Well, first off, there isn't any, and second off, the idea which you invented has caused more misery to every human being in all ages of history than any other single idea.
Madalyn.
You're going to spend your whole life preparing to meet the Lord. Boy, you folks are crazy as hell.
This is why we have these Wake Up America crusades and trying to get us to do more for our God.
What's this Wake Up America
It's just a little
crusade?
name that we have trying to get God's people to wake up and put the Lord first place. Because
But you know, if America wakes up, what America will do is kick Christianity out, and all of you preachers...
the ones that...
Your grief is not assuaged, as would be the religionist who believes that there is another place where happiness will again be abundant.
Oh, that's a big lollipop.
I know you don't believe that. I'm
we
asking...
must look at them, and we never say they've passed over, or they're gone to their reward, or they have been transported, or anything else. People are dead.
I want to ask Miss O'Hara, what is she going to do with Jesus, who is to return to earth?
Yeah, when Jesus comes back, you mean?
What is she going to do with Jesus?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I think you're just as funny as can be. Now, if a little green man with purple horns would knock on my door and say, I'm from Mars and I just descended, I'd believe him. But a shaft of light coming down and Jesus Christ digging up all these old dead bodies and resurrecting them when we're overpopulated already, this just leaves me cold. You know what, first off, I wouldn't do anything because it's never going to happen. I'll never be faced with the problem.
Now, that's a word. When I had a personal experience with the Lord, and the date is not really important. Oh,
Of course, the Bible is a bestial book, and it is full of rape and slaughter and incest.
yes, I believe the Bible. I believe who wrote it. I believe God inspired it. The Holy Spirit breathed upon these men, and I believe it because I want to. Okay.
Boy, you folks are crazy as hell.
Have you ever been tempted to turn to God and pray, or pray to him, but didn't because you are an atheist?
Never, never, because in the ordinary course of events, people meet things like, I have met death, there has been death in my family, I myself was supposed to have died on several occasions, etc. But I always turn to a good doctor, or I turn to something like this, something that where assistance can be had, really, because prayer is only deluding of oneself. That's all, nothing else.
I'm 74 years old now. I'm diabetic, and I'm in really rotten health. And I hang on to life, for there is nothing else that I can do but hang on and fight. And I'll die too.
Okay, you think she's going to hell then?
I don't know. I would like to have faith to believe that she could be saved. I say this, if she is ever saved, she's from America
don't
over on
want
here.
to be saved. I'm not interested
let me ask a
in
question,
your
Bill.
ideas.
Do you believe you're a sinner?
No, of course not. I don't believe that anybody's born as a sinner. I think that people are just born, period. And they also are born without religion.
You know,
religion has to be programmed
Madalyn,
into them, like you program it into a machine.
There is absolutely no doubt that atheism will win hands down.
She seems to be quite upset that Reverend Harrington and people like him want to share their views, want to share what they have with others, and she says they should keep it a quiet and a private thing. But why isn't she keeping her so-called religion a quiet and a private thing, and why is she making such a big deal out of hers that it should be private?
What the Christians do is coercive. They ask for the strength of government behind them, and they ask for the strength of tax funds behind them and special privileges behind them. We don't go into a courtroom and say, you absolutely will say some sort of prayer to Madalyn Murray before you testify, or that you will testify on the book that's written by Madalyn Murray. We don't do that. However, you coerce the persons when they go in with your domination of the culture to use your book as a criteria, to say a Pledge of Allegiance with your God underneath it.
I got it.